So this is hilarious. We covered this a few days ago at some point when there was first speculation over at the Majority Report and Matt Binder. Is it Matt Binder or Binder? I think Binder. Yeah, I think it's Binder. Anyway, that dude, he's a frequent, contributor to the Majority Report. He has his own YouTube channel as well. But anyway, that guy has been basically sleuthing it out as to whether or not this one Twitter handle is actually Jimmy Dore. It's like shitlib01 or whatever the hell the name of the Twitter handle is. And I made the joke earlier. I don't know how many of our listeners remember when Kevin Durant, like famously, after he left the Oklahoma City Thunder, he like made a fake Twitter account and would like trash everybody. This is essentially what Jimmy Dore has decided to do, try and bolster his own arguments by basically being a sycophant of his own. Pretty freaking hilarious. Imagine having $1 million and arguing with the people that just like, disagree with you on Twitter. This is like absolute insanity. Okay. Gavin and I don't even really argue with the people, and I guarantee you I have much less interesting things to do with my time than Jimmy's able to afford for himself if he wanted to. So just absolutely embarrassing. And it looks pretty incriminating if you want to start throwing up some of the evidence. Gavin, what was your thought about all this? Were you shocked?
At first, I didn't quite know what to expect because I was like, this is a compelling case, but we have to see a little bit more evidence. More evidence, however, has come to light. So if you guys are a little bit skeptical of this claim at first, I think that some pretty compelling evidence, as I said, has been presented. Let's take a look here at the first video posted by the Majority Report featuring Matt Binder, where he got into these allegations, so to speak, and kind of laid out his case for this burner account being just that, a burner account. And then we'll get into the follow-up video, which was just released either yesterday or today, where some pretty hard to deny evidence is presented. So yeah, let's take a listen to this first video. Again, this was the first, allegations from Matt Binder about this burner account from Jimmy Dore, kind of laying out the evidence and saying like this is a suspicious coincidence. So we're not going to watch the whole thing, just the first couple minutes in case any of you guys aren't up to speed, and then we'll move on to the more recent one with even more damning evidence. So this is pretty funny, guys. Really looking forward to breaking it down.
Did a little bit of an investigative report, we could call it, on some suspicious activity on social media that you observed. And we can always count on you for a deep dive. And this one is particularly fun because Jimmy Dore may or may not have a sock puppet Twitter account that exclusively basically defends Jimmy Dore from criticism. Ha.
I tweeted a comment about a Jimmy Dore clip that the Surfs posted on their Twitter account on Monday. And I totally thought nothing of it after I tweeted it. We're now almost 2 days later, and I receive a reply to the tweet. And the reply says, let me pull it up on the screen here. Jimmy literally says, I'm for the mural. And again, this is talking about that local news clip that showed these parents engaging in an anti-LGBTQ and satanic panic type thing, even saying there's witchcraft imagery, satanic imagery in this mural, harassing this teen girl to tears, the girl who created it. So this Twitter account says, Two Coats is their name, and their Twitter username is @libtard01. Jimmy literally says, I'm for the mural, showing support for the teen girl and her artwork. He's against canceling Halloween, which is why he says both sides. I get you hate Jimmy, but can you just one time tell the truth about what he's saying instead of clipping and twisting it?
Just one
and I'm
time.
like, whoa, this tweet, this reply to my tweet's getting a lot of attention for just a random reply. And so I check out who this person is, and they're really just a nobody, which is fine. But
all right, can you pause it just for 1 second? Just keep it up. Matt, after I watched this video last night, I went to @libtard01 and I saw that one Sam Cedar has chosen to follow
right now. Right. Yeah, he's following him now.
I was like, it was just like the only person I know.
Also, I'll just add that this video was posted on the 27th. and this libtard01 account. Let's, go over here real quick and check this out. Zach will be right back, by the way. But yeah, if you go actually to Twitter and check out this account, libtard01, 2 codes, it hasn't posted since October 27th when these allegations dropped. You'd think that if this wasn't Jimmy, then perhaps they would come out here and say, hey, by the way, I don't know what this crazy accusation is, but, I'm not in any way related to Jimmy or the Jimmy Dore show, but nothing but radio silence since. And again, that was the October the 27th. So I've been refreshing and checking, but that's been 8 days now? I think 7 or 8 days. Zach looks like he's experiencing some technical difficulties, by the way. You all right, man?
Dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It keeps telling me that StreamYard's having problems.
Apparently, Zach's StreamYard is telling him that he's having issues. So let's keep watching this Sam Cedar clip real quick, or the majority report rather, while we wait for Zach to figure out his shit. But thank you so much, Mike H, for the $5. Zach had to bring up basketball, which reminded me how much the Warriors suck this year. Yeah, well, we'll have to wait till he's back to get his commentary on that because I don't know anything about basketball. But thank you so much, Mike. Really appreciate that. But yeah, let's get back to this video. 1 sec, guys. I'm full screen here, all alone, taking over the Vanguard, kicked off Zach. It's the Gavin only guard. I'm seizing control and locking him out, guard. But yeah, let's take a listen to the rest of this, guys.
That mutually follows at libtard01 is now Sam, which is just what makes Sam so special, right? Like, he's not going to advertise it, but he wants the owner of @libtard01 to know I see you. So
right.
Yeah, keep going.
Followers. Their Twitter account seems to solely be replies defending Jimmy Dore. There they are sharing a video attacking Sam Cedar's criticisms of Jimmy Dore. There we go. Another Jimmy Dore tweet. Anti-Ukraine. See, there's some more COVID conspiracy theories. More Jimmy Dore promotion, more Jimmy Dore promotion, more Jimmy Dore promotions. Really just an account almost solely defending Jimmy Dore and then tweeting out pretty much the same sort of content that Jimmy Dore talks about on his show, which again, fine, maybe it's a Jimmy Dore fan. But I was struck by the interest this random reply to an almost 2-day-old tweet got. And then I check, and the first person who retweeted it is Jimmy Dore. Now I'm thinking, that's weird, but maybe, no, look. There's no Jimmy Dore tag. He doesn't tag at Jimmy Dore in this tweet. No, he doesn't.
You didn't.
That's fine. Maybe Jimmy Dore is a name searcher. I mean, that's really lame. People who go on Twitter and search their name, without the @ in hopes of finding people like, subtweeting them, whatever you think of it, at least that would explain how Jimmy Dore found it. And that would solve that mystery. Nothing more there. But look at the tweet. Jimmy literally says, he refers to Jimmy Dore again, but he just says, I get you hate Jimmy. He never says Jimmy Dore. To find this tweet, you would have to search just Jimmy. And let's just do that. There's probably gonna be some vulgar stuff, maybe. Who knows? But let's just search Jimmy.
This is investigative journalism, Binder.
Latest.
There we go. Yeah.
Jimmy VC. Hey, that's about the Rangers.
We're looking at 5 tweets with the word Jimmy in a 5-second time span. Let's refresh this. Brand new tweets coming in just a span of seconds.
So many hockey tweets. There you go. Good for my agenda.
Coming in. So I'm really questioning what's going on here. So then I look at, and let me pull this up here. I look at my replies, and now I can't tell the exact time Jimmy Dore retweeted it, but I can see when the first person replied to Jimmy Dore's retweet, because it includes me, that Twitter account with the 55 followers, and it would include at Jimmy Dore, because they'd be replying to Jimmy Dore's retweet. And so the original tweet from at libtard01 with the 55 followers was posted at 7:38 p.m. October 25th. That's right now. That's today. Just a few hours ago, 7:38 p.m. And the first person replying to Jimmy Dore's retweet comes in almost right away at 7:41 p.m. So that means Jimmy Dore retweeted this 55 follower Twitter account who did not add him, who did not even type the words Jimmy Dore in their tweet so you could find it if you search for the search term Jimmy Dore on Twitter. Jimmy Dore retweeted that tweet because I don't know, that's when someone replied to his retweet of the 55 follower tweet. So sometime within the 3-minute span that libtard01 tweeted this at me, Jimmy Dore found it and retweeted it within 3 minutes of this tweet being posted. And now I'm really thinking, I gotta give Jimmy Dore the benefit of the doubt here. Jimmy Dore might follow the guy. And even though this is a reply, Twitter's weird sometimes. Maybe the tweet came up in Jimmy Dore's feed. So I'm looking at the 55 followers. This guy's a big Jimmy Dore fan. So maybe Jimmy Dore is a follower of his. Let's scroll right now through all of @libtard01's tweets. Excuse me, followers. And see if Jimmy Dore's on this list. It's 55 people following him, so it shouldn't be that long.
The People's Party follows me.
They still follow us too, by the way, the People's Party. Anyone got any updates about the People's Party? Are they running candidates, and have they made any ground as far as getting ballot access? Anyone want to let me know if the People's Party has any news to share? I'm excited to see if they've made any progress since the last update. LOL.
Yeah, well, you know, it's thanks to guys like you, Gavin, that really took them down, really brought them down. Just a bunch of hard-working activists that you smeared for no reason while they were standing as the one bastion against the United States imperial oligarchy. Shame on you.
Yeah, so as you guys saw there's the initial evidence kind of laid out by Matt. And when I first saw that, I was like, you know, that's a compelling case, but it's definitely true that someone who's on Twitter as much as Jimmy would have just come across that tweet, you know, retweeted it, whatever. It's not like, you know, it's not conclusive evidence, in my opinion. Definitely suspicious, definitely an interesting coincidence, but still not quite conclusive. Then yesterday, this video dropped. Some more evidence has come to light, and I think this one pretty much puts the nail in the coffin, guys. I think that any doubt you might have had left about this libtard01 account being Jimmy's burner, this video puts that to rest. So this is damn compelling evidence, pretty impossible to deny or argue with, in my opinion. But do you have anything to say about this before we move on, Zach?
Oh gosh, I'm just ready for the smoking gun. Let's just see this.
Yeah, this is some real smoking gun shit, guys. This is crazy.
We'll save Shabibo for tomorrow. Matt Binder has a follow-up investigative report on Jimmy Dore's alleged sock puppet account, libtard01. Still up there? Still up, Binder?
It's still up, and I will say after this, it'll be very hard to use the word alleged in all this.
Wow. We have a two-part. We have a part two.
Part two, yeah. Quick recap. So I posted something criticizing Jimmy Dore last week. About 2 days later, a little bit less than 2 days later, I get a reply from a 55 follower account. The first person to defend Jimmy Dore on that tweet in the replies. And immediately after this 55 follower account tweets this Jimmy Dore defense, Jimmy Dore retweets it. Now, Jimmy Dore did not follow this character, this account. Jimmy Dore, there was no search terms, like the term Jimmy Dore was not in my tweet. I just called him Dore. The replier just called him Jimmy. Also, there, yes, I know.
And
also,
it was 2 days old, and it was retweeted right away.
Yeah. Like everything just added up, but you know, people still argue that it's a possibility, and I agreed. I said alleged. I said it would have been a huge coincidence, but there's a chance that Jimmy Dore could have fallen on this tweet from me just as a replier defended him and he retweeted it. Totally a possibility. But then I dug into it some more. Some of my viewers looked into things. We gathered our evidence and I presented it. And I have a pretty slam dunk case now. I feel very comfortable saying that either this is Jimmy Dore or this is someone who literally is with Jimmy Dore 24/7. So feel free to play that clip. Now you can start at 1:30. because I just gave the.
I think it's still possible that my initial guess that it was Steph is real. I will put that out there. I think that there's still a chance that it's Steph, but that means that, you know, I would say that would be the only exception. It's like if it's not Jimmy, it could also potentially be his wife.
The recap.
Great.
Two big pieces of evidence here. One is multiple parts, and one is very simple, and we'll seal the deal. Here we go. Look at this tweet from Jimmy Dore. It is a 2017 tweet from Jimmy Dore that includes a screenshot of his mobile phone, his iPhone. And he did not crop this screenshot, so it shows the full screen. And in this screenshot, you can see, if you look in the upper left-hand side of that screenshot,
No way.
it says his phone is connected to the Verizon network. That's the mobile service provider he uses. Now, if you go over to this @libtard01 tweet, he also uses Verizon. Look in the upper left-hand corner. This is also a screenshot from @libtard01 of his entire mobile phone screen. Matt, come on. Verizon's
Boomer.
one of the major 3-4 mobile carriers. You know, Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile. The odds of it being of two people using Verizon, of course. Yes, I agree. Let me continue, though. Jimmy Dore, in another tweet, takes another full screenshot of his smartphone, his iPhone. And the mobile service provider he's using is VZW Wi-Fi. That is, I looked it up, a Verizon wireless Wi-Fi service when you want to use your Wi-Fi to make phone calls, when you don't want to use like your minutes or whatever, and use the towers, the cell towers. You can use your wireless device to make the phone calls. I bring you to a libtard01 tweet, including a screenshot of his full phone screen, also using VZW Wi-Fi.
And an iPhone, baby.
All right. Oh, it's better. A little bit closer here. Not everyone uses VZW Wi-Fi, but it's still a Verizon service. And it's one of the most popular, if not the most popular wireless carrier in the United States of America. Okay, let's continue. Jimmy Dore went to Italy in September 2018.
Ooh.
Here's a tweet from September 24th, 2018. He's using Vodafone IT, an Italian wireless carrier. Vodafone IT. A day later, on September 25th, 2018,
This doesn't prove nothing.
@libtard01 tweets a screenshot that shows his wireless carrier is Vodafone IT.
That's a coincidence.
There are one of two things happening here at this point. Either this Jimmy Dore fan is such a big Jimmy Dore fan. I mean, we already know he lives in the US. He uses Verizon and the Verizon wireless Wi-Fi service, just like
There's
Jimmy Dore
plenty
does
I
when
can
when he's in the US. This guy is either such a big Jimmy Dore fan that he quickly also went to Italy, took a trip to Italy, so he can be in the same country as Jimmy Dore. Or this is a crazy coincidence. Now, maybe someone's going to argue, all right, Matt, the Jimmy Dore tweet was on September 24th when he was using Vodafone IT, and libtard01 was on the 25th. Where's the proof that Jimmy Dore didn't go back home to the US? Where's the proof his trip to Italy didn't end on September 24th? Well, here's Jimmy Dore in video form with his wife trying out some pizza pie in Sorrento, Italy, just a few days after @libtard01's tweet.
You can tell by the hat. Not an imposter.
September 28th. To further this, and this is like, okay, I don't know how to make this any, like, this is crazy to me that people would argue something more here. But just in case, maybe libtard01 is actually an Italian who is visiting the US when he made those.
Also, guys, We got Jimmy Dore in the chat right now. One of his other sock puppets account is currently active in chat. What's up? What's up, Jimmy?
Jimmy, you could have just DM'd us and come on the show. It would have been no problem. We would have been happy to have you. It would have been great. We could have had some Negroni Spagliattis. It would have been like old time.
We got Jimmy Dore in the chat right now, guys.
His first tweets with the Verizon network, and he actually regularly uses Vodafone IT for his Italian wireless carrier. Well, Jimmy Dore, for some reason, I don't know why, also while he was in Italy, used TIM, another Italian wireless service provider. Maybe for different regions in Italy, you have to use Vodafone IT or TIM depending on where you are. Also tweeting using TIM, the wireless carrier from Italy. At Libtardo1, also using this same secondary Italian wireless carrier.
So now you can skip to 7:55 for the final bit of evidence. 7 minutes, 55 seconds.
This is like, I don't even know what I was expecting, Binder, but this has exceeded my expectations just in terms of how obvious this shit is. And I mean,
this is talking real crimes.
You really should. You could like be a private eye. You could do it on the side. But like Libtardo1 is still active. I just want people to know.
He actually stopped whoever Libtardo1 is. I mean, we know now.
No, responded to a majority report tweet today.
There's a fake Libtardo1 now. You have to look at their follower account. The original one that has 300 something followers now.
I got
the one that's run by Jimmy Dore and or his partner. Stopped miraculously tweeting after my first
Yeah, the Nina Turner one was the last one.
But play at 7 minutes 55 seconds for this, and this is going to be the slam dunk. This is case closed. It's Jimmy Dore or his partner. Includes a screenshot. I want you to look here. This is at Libtardo1's account. He's got a screenshot here. Scrolling down the screenshot, I want you all to pay attention to this part right here. This little black semicircle at the bottom. You got, look, I'll show you my account. I'm logged into my account. Here's at Libtardo1's account. And when I want to reply to him, if I choose to reply to this tweet,
see that story.
You'll see right there is my avatar. And this is where I could reply. Look. Hello, everyone. See, that's where I would reply. Right next to my avatar. Now, Libtardo1 over here, he took a screenshot of himself logged into his Twitter account, and he posted it. You see that little black semicircle? That yellow line at the top?
Where have I seen that before?
I want to remind you what Libtard01's profile picture is. It's this Bernie painting here. That's definitely not. Look at that little bottom right there. You see that? That little semicircle with the yellow line. It's hard to see because it's far. And you see little white, looks like the top of white letters, right? I want to quickly go to Jimmy Dore's Twitter account. I'm going to once again show you the screenshot Libtard01 took. What does that look like there to you? What does that look like there to you? Look at it.
Oh my God. Enhance.
Oh, man.
Boom.
I mean, that's
case
it.
closed.
Libtard01. That's it. You can stop the clip. That's it. Jimmy Dore, whoever Jimmy Dore's partner is.
All right. We figured it out. Man, case closed. Like, beyond a reasonable doubt, you would win in a court of law. Unanimous jury deliberating for 5 minutes. It's over.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, the question is it actually Jimmy, or is it someone who lives in his house, travels with him to Italy? I guess that's the question left to answer. But sort of a question that's moot point. Doesn't really matter there.
But I mean, why would someone who's traveling with him be taking screenshots on his phone?
Well, I'm saying it's his.
You're
his
leaving
wife.
that room.
It's his wife. It's either him or his wife.
I'm sorry. Even that is beyond a reasonable doubt. It's Jimmy. It's got to be, allegedly.
Yeah, and I just think it's
God, it was so.
if I can break in here again. You know, obviously we've struck a nerve with the Jimmy crowd over here. I've seen the chat reaction. It's fucking hilarious. It's pathetic and it's embarrassing to be that fucking narcissistic, to be that up your own fucking ass. Oh my gosh, dude. Just absolutely hilarious. I mean, imagine like, I mean, I guess this has been going on forever. This is like an itch you can never scratch. I mean, some of those tweets were going back ways. I mean, yeah. I guess, like I said, the tenacity, I respect it. Just the sheer, like, unrelenting hustle. Like, you know, he can't, like, people always say shit like, oh, Jimmy lives in your guys' head rent free. Apparently, like, everybody lives in Jimmy's head rent free. Like, holy shit, this man cannot turn it off. He cannot go to sleep at night unless he feels like he's vanquished all of his like fucking. It's gonna make this follower count jump the fuck up too. Now that everybody knows it's Jimmy's burner, this account's dead. He probably has another burner already made. He's gonna learn how to not be such a fucking boomer and crop his screenshots so he doesn't get busted again. But just absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. So definitely pretty funny. Also, look at this fucking anti-Semitic filth that he retweeted. Hollywood and their liberal media aren't mad at Ye for actual. Oh, that's not why anyone's mad at him. No. They're mad that he said some harsh, long-known truths about who runs Hollywood and entertainment, how they run it, and that one of their own just exposed this. So that's the kind of shit that Jimmy's burner, that apparently Jimmy's too afraid to actually retweet on his real Twitter account. So he uses this sock puppet to do so. And a lot of times the tweets from this sock puppet account, as people have pointed out in chat, get retweeted by Jimmy himself. So that's pretty funny too. It's like when he's like, I guess, too afraid to say something. He doesn't want to be quite associated with it. He'll just go on here, type it up, and then retweet it himself, which again is pretty fucking funny.
And it's just a dead giveaway to what kind of audience he's trying to cultivate, right? Like fucking dog whistling to the fucking anti-Semitic crowd. Like that's who you want fucking clicking and paying your bills. Like imagine having just absolutely no soul. Like you were just willing to just be a money grubber from fucking anybody.
Yeah, truly insane. Just like mask off anti-Semitism. Crazy how that's been normalized on the right wing to the extent that it has been. Pretty fucking crazy. But yeah, case closed. Case fucking closed. There is no doubt, 100% chance that this is the Jimmy Dore burner account, which again is pretty funny. And again, you know, it's pretty funny that they haven't tweeted at all libtard01 since October 27th when the original video from Matt Binder exposed what was going on here. I'm pretty sure he would have come out and said, yo, what is this crazy accusation? I am in no way related to the JDS, right? That's what I would, if I had, you know, some other account that someone said, is associated with someone else, I'd be like, actually, no, it's not, you know, that would be the first move you would make probably. And since this, you know, libtard01 account is clearly always embroiled in the online discourse in the Jimmy Dore sphere, they clearly are aware of that video. They're clearly aware of these allegations. So for them to all of a sudden just go radio silent the day that this video drops and not come out here and even deny the accusations, I think that's also a smoking gun.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy loves to do the whole like fake dunking on people, like, or, you know, he leaned into it hardcore. Like, remember when it came out that Paul Pelosi's attacker was like a pretty big Jimmy stan, and he was like, ha ha, like you guys are trying to pretend I did this, instead of doing like 1% introspection at all at like what kind of content he's creating and what impact that has on the universe. It was just 1,000,000% deflection. I think if he could deflect anything, he would be, but I think right now he's just decided that the best bet is to just let this blow over. He knows his followers aren't interested in like ever having to laugh at his expense or like holding him to any kind of accountability, you know, so I honestly, I just think it will blow over, but for the rest of us, this is just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and even if you're the biggest Jimmy stan in the world, which is fine, you're welcome in our community too. You have to admit this is pretty funny, guys. Like, you have to admit this is pretty funny. You can love Jimmy Dore and agree with him 100% of the time. You can't deny that this is pretty funny. And we'd also be making this segment if fucking Sam Cedar's burner account got exposed, or Kyle Kalinski's burner account, if they're out here, fighting on behalf of their own shit, defending themselves, being their own reply guy, as Isaac said. It's fucking hilarious. You can't deny it.
100%. It is very, very funny to just like it's just so revealing about like what goes on in that brain of his.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be honest, guys, because like I said, the Vanguard, we take shit online too, especially when we're in the middle of like a major controversy or embroiled in some drama or something. Like, we see there's all kinds of crazy shit out there about Zach and I, horrible, mean things. You know what I do? I fucking undownload Twitter from my phone for a few days, or I just step away and I look at other stuff. Like, I don't know, man. I just think it's crazy when people are like out here searching their own name, obsessively looking at all of the comments that are being said about them, absorbing all of the negativity. And in this case, literally responding to it via a private anonymous account, pretending to be someone else. It's like, bro, just fucking close your laptop for 5 seconds, go outside, smoke a joint, walk around, breathe in some fresh air, take a deep breath, calm the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's funny.
Oh yeah, dude, it is fucking funny. And I mean, yeah, just what an L. What a fucking massive L.